Hi, I'm Angie Moreschi. Learning how to read body language can be an important tool to avoid getting scammed. I recently sat down with a retired FBI agent to find out what we all should be looking out for.
A touch of the neck, a tilted head, toes pointed up, body language. Are these just innocent gestures, or do they mean more?
Our brains reveal in real time, there is no delay, exactly how we feel about things, what our sentiments are, what we're thinking often, and our intentions.
Retired FBI agent Joe Navarro is the author of What Every Body is Saying. He says absolutely our movements are billboards to our true thoughts.
Do you have any control over what you're doing?
Not really. For instance, when you like something, let's say your children, your pupils will dilate. You have no control over that. You can't tell your pupils don't dilate. But they'll also constrict when you see something you don't like.
Understanding a few basic nonverbal cues can help you to spot when someone is happy to see you, confident about what they're telling you, or when they're lying. These are signs of deception.
We show discomfort with the furrowing of of our foreheads. We show it with the knitting of our eyebrows, squinting of the eyes, maybe any kind of lip biting and so forth.
Navarro says you do have to be careful about jumping to conclusions. While science supports these displays of discomfort, you can't tell for sure that someone is lying. The question becomes, why are you so uncomfortable? It's a tip-off that should raise your level of suspicion to proceed with caution.
So what about that old claim that when someone looks away or down to the left, they're lying?
For years we've been taught that if people look away, they tend to be deceptive. This is actually totally wrong. The research tells us that people who live by deception, people who continually or habitually lie, actually engage in greater eye behavior, in greater eye contact.
Navarro says that focus on eye contact is essentially a liar overcompensating to hide the deception. He says it happens with body movement too.
One of the things that we find is when people begin to deceive, they'll go from using their hands a lot to restraining that behavior. They use their hands less. They tend to hold themselves more.
When it comes to the foreclosure crisis, a good lesson in reading body language might have helped stop a lot of the problems we're dealing with today.
We trust.
We trust. And predators capitalize on that. Predators capitalize on the fact that about 95% of us, maybe a little higher, are really very trusting.
Deception was a key factor in getting so many homeowners to sign on to predatory mortgages they didn't understand.
One of the things that we look for is anytime someone is compelling you to move quickly, to do something, this is a nonverbal display of concern that you should take a step back and say, no, wait a minute.
Violating your personal space is another pressure tactic.
They encroach on your physical space. One of the things that's happening is it's making you uncomfortable. And so in a way, one of the ways that we undo that is the quicker we sign, the more comfortable we feel.
Sounds like it's bullying almost.
It is bullying. When somebody violates your space, it's bullying. When somebody stares at you too intently, and they make you look away or look down, that's bullying. And this is what predators do.
Navarro calls this toxic behavior, where predators use their overconfidence to convince you.
That's why we call them con men, because they capitalize on confidence. They're confidence swindlers.
So the next time a salesperson tries to pressure you or makes you feel uncomfortable, keep an eye on those nonverbal cues and remember, Actions speak louder than words.
If you'd like to learn more about how to read body language, there's more in Joe Navarro's book, What Every Body is Saying. And be sure to click on the clips below for more insight into what body language means. I'm Angie Moreschi for the Consumer Warning Network.